welcome to another episode of The C Shop, where entertainment, business, and giving back meet to bring you the latest in celebrity news and info you won't hear anywhere else. Our celebrity guest is most known for hosting VH1's All Access and being a correspondent on VH1's Big Morning Buzz Live. And you see her everywhere interviewing all the latest celebrities on the red carpet. So today we're going to find out some things that you may not know about her. So join me in welcoming Janell Snowden.
Hi.
Great, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's weird for me to be sitting on this side of the couch and
know.
answering the questions instead of asking them.
I'm putting you on the hot seat today.
I think I can handle it.
Yeah, I think you can too. Now, I know you have lots of Twitter followers, Facebook followers. You want to give a shout out to them?
I do. You know what? I keep it super simple. Everything for me is just my name, all one word, Janell Snowden. No underscore, no space, just Janell, no E on the end, Snowden, S-N-O-W-D-E-N. So on Twitter, it's at Janell Snowden, Instagram at Janell Snowden, but you can find links to all of it on my website, which is just janellsnowden.com.
Perfect. Now, tell us about some projects that you're working on.
You know, it's funny, my schedule is so crazy just covering the daily celebrity news and pop culture news that it doesn't allow for much time to work on outside stuff, but I'm really trying to get better at that.
Yeah.
My website is recently launched, so that's always something that I'm adding to and blogging about. And I'm just so busy covering like so many of the events in New York City. There is an event literally every night. Sometimes there are more, sometimes there's like 3 events and I have to go from one to another. And then I start early in the mornings with the morning show. So my days will often go from, well, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, I'm at work at 6:30, and then often I'm working until past midnight. So I'm getting about an average of 4 hours sleep and just trying to maintain in between. So you can imagine that on the weekends, on the, you know, the off chance that I'm not traveling, I'm sleeping.
Yes,
I'm sleeping.
Exactly.
But you know, I'm looking forward to all the next events that I'm covering, and at the end of the year, VH1 does a big award show called VH1 Divas, which is honoring Whitney Houston this year. She's one of my favorite voices of all time. So really looking forward to that.
That sounds good. Now, I feel like I know you because I've seen you on television all the time, and so we feel like we know our celebrities. But can you share something that we may not know about you?
Sure. You know, it's so funny because I never consider myself a celebrity. I mean, I know I work on television, but I consider myself a person who covers the celebrities. So I don't know if by default that makes me one.
It does.
It's really like, it's something that I'm still kind of coming to terms with. It's weird. You know, as a journalist, you don't really consider yourself a celebrity, but I'm trying to embrace whatever it is that means.
Embrace it.
I know. I'm like I'm such a girly girl, and one of the things that I've recently like gotten into more is makeup, doing makeup. It's like started off as a hobby, like I was just buying so much of it that it was embarrassing. You know, you go to Sephora and they give you a point total based on the dollars that you spent.
Oh yes, yes.
And every year my points are in the thousands. And you know, my accountant's like, really? I mean, come on, like we do your makeup here. Like the channel does your makeup. Why are you buying so much of it on your own? And so I just started doing like some for friends' weddings and you know, photo shoots for friends just to help out. And then I've gotten hired to do it, and it's so weird.
Really?
It's super weird. So it makes
multi-talented.
Well, it makes it interesting when I'm sitting in the makeup chair having it done, because it's like, you know, when you're doing your own for so long, you're so specific, you're like, oh wait, could you just, you know? So that's one of the things that I also put on my website is sort of makeup tutorials and different products that I like. Friends are always calling and asking me like, oh, you know, what do you like this month, or what are you obsessed with? And I will really rate the stuff. And I'm such a like skin person. I've had so many skin issues that I'll go to my dermatologist and be like, no, nothing in here is gonna break me out. And from doing it so often, I can tell you what's gonna be, you know, good for your skin or not so good based on your skin type. It's a little obsessive.
I'm seeing a future here. Maybe like beauty, health consultant.
I would love it. I would love it. It would make all the money that I spend on it worth the while. Like,
it can be a write-off.
Seriously, how about that? Yeah, I mean,
nice.
so that, and I'm just, there's so many different hobbies that I have. I'm very crafty, you know, I love to decorate stuff. My sister's an interior designer, so I've gotten into that when I'm not working. Yeah, I love watching like HGTV or the home shows and doing like DIY projects.
Renovations.
Totally into it.
Yeah.
Obsessed even.
It's that before and after, seeing something that has so much potential and then seeing that, you know, what you can do with a little creativity.
It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. It's the same for me with journalism, like with writing a story or with putting something together for television, like putting together a piece. You know, you have all these parts and then seeing how they come together in the end with the edit, you know, and how the music that you underlay affects the tone and which parts you take out and which parts you leave in. It's all just creative, and I love the creative process.
So the day in the life of Janelle is waking up really early.
Super early.
Just hitting the pavement, going until night.
Going until night and not eating properly in between, much to my mother's dismay.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, when I first moved to New York City, it was totally unintentional, but my mother swore that I had like gone on some Hollywood diet because I lost 12 pounds within 2 months. So unhealthy.
Well, I believe it's you're running from
you're
thing to thing, and you're forgetting to have these big
eat,
meals.
You know, and then not having the same access that I used to my mom's cooking. You
know?
Oh,
that'll do it every
time.
Yes,
not having a chance to cook myself, and so just, you know, not having that access. And then I changed my diet a little bit. About 9 or 10 years ago, I stopped eating beef and pork. I eat poultry and seafood mainly, and so I guess leaner meats, you know, maybe makes you more lean. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
Well, I know that you have so many supporters, and you brought some supporters with you today.
Yes, I did.
And they're going to solve a huge problem for most people in the world, and that is,
included.
you know, having that bulky wallet that falls apart.
I am such a junky wallet girl. You have no idea. It's embarrassing.
Well, great. Well, let's bring on its Big Skinny Wallets, and the founders are Kirill and Catherine Alexandra.
Yes, helping to organize my life.
Yes.
How are you? Good to see you too.
Great. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Well,
Thanks for having us.
I'm so excited to see these because I have issues with all my cards. There's no way that I can actually put it in a wallet. I wrap it up with a rubber band and stick it in my purse, and I know that that's not a very fashionable way to do it.
I can't even zip mine.
Yeah,
it's bad. And then you lose stuff.
Right?
Yeah, unfortunately it's not money.
That would be stuff we accumulate over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, in New York, you know, you're in and out of cabs so much, and then I have to keep the cabs, you know, for my expense reports, but I can't keep up with the receipts, or they get so crumpled, and then, you know, they're made on wax paper, so then you can no longer read them, then you have to explain why you can't read them, and you got to write a total on there.
The IRS wants an explanation for
that,
right?
So tell us about these Big Skinny Wallets.
Yeah, I was having the same problems that you just mentioned from the male point of view, coupled with back issues because you're sitting on it, you know,
Lucky
long
girl.
drives.
His wallet
and
is so heavy with money that his back is hurt.
Yeah, he bought it a mile away when I met him.
In theory, it's a great problem to have. In practice, it's an awful problem to have, which a lot of men had, which I didn't realize until I started this company. So I was trying to solve a problem for myself and a few people that I knew, and I realized that with some design changes and material changes, I was able to reduce wallet size by 50 to 75%. Without having to give up your receipts or your cards, your gift cards, of course. You got to carry those around. You'll never use them, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to change your behavior or what you carry. You just have to change your wallet, and you get a 50 to 75% reduction.
Wow. Works for me.
So we started with men's wallets, and we realized lots of the customers, their wives, their girlfriends, their daughters are saying, well, can't you do the same thing for women? We have the same problems, except, you know, we're carrying stuff around.
Totally, yeah.
Taking up your entire space.
Well, right, and we switch our purses, so sometimes, you know, you need a smaller wallet, sometimes you need just something that's like flat enough. Yeah, you just need like an ID, a credit card, maybe some cash.
So my wife got involved and started designing our women's line.
Yeah, so my background is marketing and PR for retail, so it was really a good fit.
Natural extension, huh?
Yeah. Can you show us the difference between the average wallet and a Big Skinny wallet?
Right.
Just the size, I mean, it's unbelievable.
So on the men's side, we brought on, this is one of our most popular models, the trifold, which a lot of men use. This is our pure nylon version, and this is our leather hybrid version. Both are filled with the same amount of stuff that most people carry, most men carry, which is about 16 pieces of plastic.
Wow.
And here's
Where
a
are those
typical.
Well, unless
it's
they're
not
maxed
just
out.
credit cards.
Right.
These days, everybody gives you a card for something, right? It's not just credit cards anymore.
That's
it
true.
just goes out of control.
Yeah.
Here's a typical department store wallet, empty, same model.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then here's ours. So for our customers,
Filled.
this is actually the end point, whereas for the rest of the world, this is a starting point.
That's amazing.
And since we're trying to solve some of the 5 major wallet problems, thickness being the worst, you mentioned you find things, organization, things slipping out. So we have a non-slip interior on the inside of our wallets.
Where were you when I got audited a few years I needed to.
There's probably a form somewhere. We can go back and
Could we please?
work on
Seriously, somebody owes me some change.
And so my wife brought some of the
yeah, let's see those.
So
women's
we designed,
versions.
This is one of our most popular models because it's a very easy switch from what a lot of women are currently carrying. This is called our Monte Cougar design, and so it can hold up to about 40 pieces of plastic plus your checkbook, if you still carry a checkbook, receipts, and all the other things. This is half filled with 20 plastic cards already. So you can see the difference
amazing.
between that and sort of a generic standard style wallet.
That is huge. I mean, just look at the bulk
Yeah,
that comes
exactly.
in.
Yeah,
and guess what? This
And
is
that's
empty.
an empty
Right.
wallet
This
that
is
you
a
would
standard
buy.
department store empty wallet.
You know what's crazy?
So the same principle here.
Yeah, I have a wallet that I paid an obscene amount of money for, you know, like a status wallet, and it's like twice the size.
Feel free to take a look. It matches your dress.
Yeah, it sure does. That's crazy.
And here's our
but
leather
it's twice the
hybrid
size
version.
of that one.
That's again.
And I don't even
That
carry
one.
it because I can't fit it in
It
It
person.
doesn't
20
fit in your
as well.
bag, exactly. Plus they weigh a lot
Amazing,
too.
that's
so.
full.
Yeah.
You wanna see these?
Wow.
Our proprietary material is 10 times thinner and lighter than leather. So when that's doing all the work, whether it's the full nylon version or a leather hybrid version, you're separating those layers of your stuff with layers of our skinny nylon,
Yeah.
rather than separating
Layer,
your
like-
stuff
right.
Yeah.
with layers of thick leather.
Yeah.
And then we have special design strategies that we employ to organize it better. Yep,
that.
that's our
Yeah,
non-slip
exactly.
interior.
Look at that.
Yes.
So
How many
becomes
times have
undone
you-
in your bag? Things
yeah.
don't spill
And
out
how many
too.
times have
Seriously.
you had something smudge on there when
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in your bag?
Yes, 'cause
Right.
I'll always
You
have
can
like a lip
toss
pencil
that.
or something.
You
that
can
I
toss
melt.
that in the machine wash.
Really?
Yeah.
30
Because it's
minutes
like a
later,
nylon
it dries
jacket
out.
in a way,
That's
and that's the best way to
amazing.
describe
That's
it to
pretty
compare to
genius,
people.
yeah.
It's like the difference between a nylon windbreaker and a heavy leather jacket.
Yeah.
So you can condense a nylon windbreaker into something very small. You could throw it in the washing machine and not worry about it getting damaged. Not the dryer, but
Yeah.
you know, washer. So
No, even the
It's
zipper
versatile.
on the back, I don't know if you can see this, but even the zipper is just really tight right to the back of it. It's
Yeah.
not
It's
bulky
flush.
and hanging
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah, flush,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, very smooth and
Wow.
So funny.
Yeah, so we got a little obsessed with wallets, and we tried to solve the major problems.
Yeah,
well-
because so many people seem to have these.
A
in
wallet is a
modern
good thing
life.
to be obsessed with
Yeah.
because you know you need to know where your
use it
money
every
is. You
day.
need to know
Yeah.
where it is, you
It's
know?
the one thing that
Yes.
you can't forget.
No, and you can justify an obsession. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know.
And I love the material.
Yeah.
Knowing that if I drop something on it, I can wipe it right off and not
Yes.
have to throw it out.
Right, with the
It's
makeup
very
I was telling
versatile,
you
yeah.
about, I'm always
tough.
getting it on stuff, and then it's it's terrible because then it'll stain and it'll leave a stain from when you tried to rub it out. But with that, you can put it in the washing machine. I'm
Right.
good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
It goes wherever you want to go.
tell me the
There's
website
no
again,
stopping.
because I really want people to go to the website, see all the different varieties, because I noticed that you had so much more than what you have
Dozens of
here.
styles.
Yeah.
These
50
are a
more
few of
at
our
this
classic
point now.
examples, but we have lots of styles, some smaller ones that fit in your
the tiny
pocket
purses.
or
Yeah,
a
and a
small
little
purse for
smart-
a night,
yeah.
or
Clutch,
just you
yeah.
stick it in your jeans when you go out.
I like that
Here's
one
one
'cause
of
you
our
can put a
new
phone.
cell phone
Oh.
This is
wallets.
our new cell phone line.
Become
Yeah.
wildly popular as well, so you can put your smartphone inside
Yeah.
there. It fits most phones.
like that.
And the elastic pocket keeps it snug in there too, and there's a full wallet section on
That's
the
a
inside.
perfect
too,
size.
So feel free to take a
And
look
you
at
still
that.
have your coin
What was that
compartment.
website again?
It's bigskinny.net. So that's-
Bigskinny.net.
Yep.
Excellent. Everyone needs to have one of these wallets that goes everywhere. It's water resistant. You can throw it in the washing machine.
Yep, one year
It's-
warranty also.
We're the
tough
only
enough to
wallet
machine
company
wash.
that actually warranties our wallets.
That's fantastic because you
Which
believe
sounds
in
silly,
it.
We
but-
do. Yeah,
No,
we
but it
have, you know,
makes
we've been in
perfect
business
sense.
for 7
Shows
years,
you
so
how
we've
much
seen our
faith we have.
customers. We've seen the product through the years as our customers come up and show us. We were at the airport going to Los Angeles last week, and just at the check-in section, there were 2 people who were using them. You know,
Man and
Oh,
wife.
really?
Man and
Oh,
wife.
we see
We
it
see a
lot.
lot of
It's
man
really
and
neat to
wife.
actually see them in use in random live examples. So.
I just want to thank both of you for coming out and having the courage to create such an incredible product that so many people are just going to love.
Well, thank
So-
you for having us.
Thank
It's been
you
a
for helping
pleasure.
to organize
Nice to
Chatting with
meet
you about
you.
wallets.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go get organized now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Great stuff.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to not have to put a rubber band around my credit cards anymore.
Yeah, it's
Gift
probably gonna
cards.
look a lot better.
Yes, yes. At least people won't give me these strange looks at the
Give you
checkout
grief.
counter.
Hey, as long as you got your stuff, I'm the girl that'll get there and be like, wait,
Where is it? Well, it's nice, those bright colors. You'll be able to
Yeah.
find it in your purse.
That's true,
Yeah.
because my black and brown wallets always blend into whatever person carrying, and I'm always rummaging through it. So
Yeah.
yeah, little neon never hurt.
Yeah, I know. Now, Janelle, you are so busy all the time, but you still take time to give back.
I do.
Tell me about an organization that you're involved with.
Yeah, it's called Black Girls Rock, and I've been involved since the inception. It was a great idea started by a former model turned celebrity DJ named Beverly Bond, who was just tired of the images that she felt that young girls were being bombarded with in media, whether through negative portrayals on reality television
Right.
or music videos or even in magazines or movies. You know, she just felt like there she wanted to expose girls to more options and to tell them why some of the images that they're seeing are not so good, because oftentimes we don't even realize what we're digesting as far as our television appetite or, you know, any media. You know, you take it in because you're so used to seeing it, but you don't necessarily digest it and break it down and understand why it's good or bad for you. So one of the things that Beverly does is she takes young girls that she gathers from school counselors who have recommended them, or from girls who know about the program, because there's an annual televised award show on BET. But when I first found out about it, there was no award show. We were just doing something.
Beginning,
yeah, you know, we were doing it at whatever theater would have us, and we were just having like a group of people coming together to celebrate awesome women who were doing great things. And we're also giving back. The, you know, service is the main component. So every Saturday she takes the girls and she does workshops with them, and she exposes them to all kinds of arts, you know, whether she's taking them to a poetry session and it's, you know, a poetry workshop taught by one of the premier poets in the country like Sonia Sanchez, or it's a culinary class, or a DJ class taught by, because she's a DJ, you know, and so whether it's taught by another one of her celebrity DJ friends, just to show them that there's so many different avenues that they can take. And then I come in on occasion and I will do a journalism workshop, you know, because I get so many young girls who will tweet me or write me or come up to me at an event and say, you know, I really love what you do and I want to do it too. What's the secret, or how did you do it? And I always tell them that writing and reading are so fundamental. It sounds very cliche, but it's so true, you know. You have to be able to tell a good story, and you have to be able to write a good story, you know, because we have to be multimedia journalists these days in order to survive. You know, you can't just work on one platform. You can't just do TV. You can't just do magazine or a newspaper. You know, you kind of have to diversify, and you have to know how to do that. So that's just something that I learned early on, and that I have been able to apply in every aspect of what I do, because, you know, I'm not only in front of the camera, I'm also behind it. I also produce and I also write. You know, sometimes I'll get a script minutes before we're about to go on air, and it's maybe not worded in a way that sounds conversational for me, or there's something incorrect about it, or it could even be grammatically incorrect. You'd be surprised. But I'm able to change it without having to be, you know, like I've seen some other hosts, and this is no problem, you know, everybody has their own way, but I've seen some folks just say, oh, you know what, this doesn't work, go fix it. I'd rather fix it myself.
Right.
You know?
Takes less time, and you know it's the way that you'd like it.
So I show the girls how to do that, you know, and just talk about the importance of making sure that they are able to be in full control of whatever product they're disseminating.
Well, can you give us that website one more time?
Absolutely. It's blackgirlsrock.org.
Very nice.
Great
well,
organization.
I went to their website and I was so impressed with all the facets of what they offer.
Yeah.
Like the journalism, DJing.
It's
incredible.
everything, you know, they just expose the girls to so much, and they're very hands-on. It's not just like you're writing a check and you don't know where the money's going. You're really putting it to good use, and you can see the effects.
So anyway, we're about to wrap up the program, but I was wondering if there's anything that you'd like to share with your Twitter followers, Facebook followers.
Yes.
Where are you going to be next? What red carpet are you going to be on?
You know, it's funny. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, so I can't tell you exactly where I'm going to be next. And it's not uncommon for my boss to send me an email at like 5 p.m. Hey, this just popped up. Can you go run to this? You know, so it never stops. But the main thing I would say is just please check out my new website. It's just JanellSnowden.com, and there you can keep up with everything that I'm doing. You know, because I try to make sure that that's the one-stop hub. There's so many different things that people have, and everybody's like, oh, check me out on Tumblr, Facebook, Pinterest,
LinkedIn.
You know, like it's just, it has all of that in one place. All you gotta do is click a button, and that will show you everything. I'm trying to do more Instagramming, more tweeting. You know, I'm so busy that I don't often remember to like say what I'm doing and where I'm going, and then it's like 2 days have passed, and I'm like, oh shoot, but I did all this fun stuff. And then you get overwhelmed, like, oh, well, I don't even know where to start and sing, because now I'm doing this. You know, so it's just, I'm trying to do better at just keeping everything in order, and the website's the best place to find that out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
JanellSnowden.com.
Janell Snowden. Follow her on Twitter.
Yes, everything is at Janell Snowden. Twitter, Instagram, all of that, and the links are on the website.
But Janelle, I would love to have you back. Like, you are amazing. We've had so much fun here finding out about how to lose weight and how to fix our wallets.
That I'm really excited about. Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely, anytime. Well, if you'd like to hear about more up-and-coming celebrities on the C Shop, you can follow us on Twitter at CShopTV.